good evening, everyone, and welcome to Jubilee Plaza. We're here in downtown Fort McMurray for the annual Santa Claus Parade. We're so excited to be here. I'm Adam Hardiman. I get to be the co-host this year of this wonderful event that will bring holiday spirit and cheer to downtown Fort McMurray. But really, I'm just the co-host. I'm just having fun hanging out down here with all my neighbors and friends, and I'm joined by Barbara Rex.
Hi, I'm Barbara Rex. I'm from Athabasca Tribal Council, and I'm really excited to be here. I heard Santa's going to be in town.
Well, that's the big rumor. We're going to find out in just a minute, Barbara. The great thing with this year, Fort McMurray once again, just an incredible community, a record 65 floats in the Santa Claus Parade.
That's amazing, amazing.
We're going to have some fun. Well, there they are, folks, our first float, and isn't it fitting? Really the reason we're here, Regional Emergency Services. What a role they did for our community this year. Of course, I was honored to be in the Regional Emergency Operations Center with these amazing residents of our community. We wouldn't be there without them, and it's fitting that we can celebrate the holiday season alongside them, and it's great to see our residents give them such a great welcome here tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, the bravery that they showed, the courage that they showed, the dedication to our community, and you know, just bringing that resilience and just amazing to see. I mean, how many trucks are there?
Well, and it's great to see this reception, like you're saying. This brings back memories of the Canada Day Parade. Hard to believe it was already, however, I'm not a math guy, what was that, 5 months ago? But, you know, here we are, and it's awesome to see them get such a great reception. Incredible members of our community. Well, there's the Regional Municipality of Wood Buffalo, safe, resilient, together. Coming down right behind our Regional Emergency Services. Of course, they were here for you. They were at Jubilee Plaza as they really focus on recovery efforts and getting the community back on its feet. It's great to see members of council and administration together. Of course, you can probably hear Jerry Neville, who was the host of our Lights of Christmas that happened just a few moments ago. And here we are, and they're just giving out some candy canes. So that's a tale out of school. I know what they're giving out because I work at the city, but they're having a lot of fun, and it's great to see them be part of this.
And this is a purple John Deere. It's the hope for Talitha's hope for a cure. Sorry, for pulmonary hypertension. So she was diagnosed in 2002. She was 3 years old. Oh my goodness! But it's great that they're making an appearance here. She wants to raise awareness of pulmonary hypertension. So that's amazing. And there's another purple tractor. Again, she has 2 floats. Oh my goodness, that amount of awareness that we're having. So pulmonary hypertension, again, is a progressive, incurable, life-threatening disease that has affected her heart and lungs. It affects people all over the...
Well, just a very important issue that we need to raise awareness for. And of course, there's a community that's going to support it. It's this one. And of course, we had a great year for fundraisers once again. The most giving community in the country. Northern Lights Health Foundation setting records. You know, the Kyoto Gala setting records. So once again, our community is
resilient, strong together.
Whatever we say, resilient together, strong. We're all those words tonight.
It's great seeing so many people out tonight. Oh my goodness, it's got to be the warmest it's been for the Santa Claus Parade.
Yeah, absolutely. I know when we cut the ribbon on Jubilee Plaza with the Santa Claus Parade about 2 years ago, I think it was minus 35. So thankfully we had those fire pits as part of our ribbon cutting ceremony. So, but enjoy the nice weather because you know on Monday.
Yes.
And now you're probably watching this, it's probably already cold. So we're going to have our real Fort McMurray winter getting underway here soon.
Yes, we've been very, very, very lucky so far. Diversified. Oh my goodness, safely home. They have done such amazing work. I mean, you see them everywhere all over Fort McMurray.
Well, diversified such a strong part of the community. They came up here basically when the oil sands started back in the 60s, and so we're all familiar with what they bring to the community. Joel Trudell and his team, they're just strong community supporters, and safety is a top priority for them. And they're kind of synonymous with the community. Like if you've lived up here long enough, I call this place home. Everyone knows Diversified, and they're great community partners. Great to see them in the parade.
Absolutely.
The lights are bright. It's a beautiful night here in downtown Fort McMurray as the Santa Claus Parade goes from Rydell all the way down Franklin, all the way to Morrison Street, the traditional route that we've been using for the last 2 years. And, this is a magical night, and it's great to see just so many residents come out. We have a record amount of floats this year, over, I think, about 65, I think. 65. So I know we actually set the record for the Canada Day Parade this year as well. So
setting records everywhere.
People are saying, Fort McMurray's having a tough year. We went through the largest natural disaster in Canadian history. We're setting records when it comes to parades. So it just shows you the strength and resilience of the community and how much people will come together to support each other.
Absolutely, and we have a lot to celebrate. We have so much to celebrate. And there's Minions. I just have to say the Minions because they're the cutest things ever.
Yeah, Barb's a little distracted by the Minions, so. Now, the good thing about this next float, Barb, it's not a purple piece of equipment, so we're actually going through the colors. Yeah.
It's yellow. Okay, so maybe we'll make a rainbow.
Yeah. She doesn't know what to say now because it's not purple. That's her big move.
What is it? It's a deer. Burnco. Hi, Burnco. They're amazing. They helped. Didn't they? They helped with the recovery, rebuilding. They're amazing.
Well, they're such a huge part of the community as well. And that's the great thing about these events. We all celebrate community in Wood Buffalo and Fort McMurray, but to see kind of everyone together, it's been such a tough year. Everyone's affected a little bit differently. We want to make sure that we're standing beside those that were the most affected in our community. Yeah. But it's great to see us all gather together and see our social profits and our small businesses that are
coming out.
Very much the lifeblood of what we do, and very much a part of our home out here tonight. In only minus one degrees, so it's a wonderful Saturday night.
Oh, look, there's an elf. Hey, it's the elf guy. The elf guy.
The elf guy.
Where the parents put him out?
Look at how much fun they're having. I mean, I know there's a whole series of awards that'll be part of this event. I won't act like I know who's already the winner, but it's wonderful just to see the kids having so much fun. And I was talking to someone who actually isn't from the community. They're visiting us for the weekend, and there's a lot of young people in Fort McMurray, a lot of young people in Wood Buffalo. I go, yeah, we have 7 times as many people 15 and under as 60 and over. So it's a dynamic community, vibrant, youthful community, and great to see this festive atmosphere as we ring in the holiday season.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's really a plane.
Well, in WestJet, we all know that I think it was last weekend they had the Snowflake Gala. And a lot of residents in our community were able to take part in that, and such a great act of generosity by WestJet, one of our good partners in the community, to offer that event and offer those gifts to our residents, many of them affected by the wildfires. So we thank WestJet for their support of Fort McMurray and Wood Buffalo, and we look forward to seeing them in the community for years to come.
College. Did you know that I went to college here?
I did not know that, Barbara. I did not. I went to school in Nova Scotia, but
it was an amazing college.
Keanu's had an incredible year. It's been tough times, obviously, with the economy, but I know they had they're back doing the theater productions. The students are such a vibrant part of the community. Yes. They brought home their first national athletics medal at Shell Place a few weeks ago when they took home the men's soccer silver medal. So they've had a great year that way. And, really special community when you have Keanu College at one end of your downtown and McDonald Island on the other. I don't know if it gets any better than that. Well, there they are, Finning, such a huge part of our community. And, they do such great work in the oil sands and such strong supporters of the community. It's great to see them. I have a lot of good friends that work out at Finning. And,
absolutely.
They're busy. They have a lot of work. And, I think they're one of the companies that actually will be happy to see some of the cold weather take shape. A lot of the work they do connected to that. So great to see them as part of the parade.
So Beauty and the Beast mobile grooming. I mean, everybody, that's such an amazing business opportunity in our community. The fact that they'll come to you. That's amazing.
I did not know that, Barb. That's a great, I guess, great promo and shout out for them. It's good to see them in the parade. And, you know, pet's such a huge part of what we do in Wood Buffalo. And as part of our wildfire recovery efforts this year, we actually had the largest pet evacuation in Canadian history way back in May. And so, you know, we all love our furry friends, and they're such a huge part of family, you know, and that's really what tonight is about. There they are, everyone. Shaw TV, Shaw Communications,
Amazing.
Incredible community supporters.
They have
bringing their stories every day on Shaw TV, and of course with their services all throughout the community. They were instrumental in getting this community back on its feet post wildfire. You know, to set up the telecommunications they were very key. And on behalf of the municipality, I want to thank Shaw so much, from President Jay Muir right on down to Craig Momney here in Fort McMurray. They're just wonderful people to work with, and you know, we look forward to many years ahead of them being really the voice of the community on local television.
Absolutely, and the local television part is really important. It's vital. You know, I used to work in fund development and events planning, and I mean, we would rely on Shaw to support and share our stories.
Well, it's great to see the star in that float. I know Jerry Neville at the Jubilee Plaza, we did Lights of Christmas tonight. He mentioned it's so great to see the star on Abbotsand Hill back up being lit as that community rebuilds right now. So
that's amazing.
So if you're driving down, I guess the highway, really, Highway 63 through town, if you take a look up, because as we know, you'll have plenty of chance to see it. It's so dark this time of the year, but it's great to see that star lit. It's such a
that's a symbol of hope.
It's a symbol of hope, absolutely. And if you talk to the residents that have lived here for decades and decades, that means Christmas. So to have that lit up again this year, I think speaks volumes to the efforts that everyone's putting in recovery and rebuilding.
Absolutely. What a fantastic. I hadn't seen it yet, so I'm definitely going to have to look next time I'm driving down the highway.
Absolutely.
I think it's amazing, like what they can do, and like lighting the things. I always wondered how they keep all that lit. You know, there's so many bright lights flashing.
I'm just talking head. I have no clue how they do that, but I think Sparksman Transportation, they work with our public school board, they work with our Catholic school board as well, getting your kids to school safely every day. And,
absolutely. They packed up school buses during the wildfire, did they not?
They did. So,
yeah.
See, that's kind of the theme of this parade, right? We go down and we're having the Santa Claus parade and we're celebrating the holidays, but it's hard not to mention just the efforts of all these community organizations and all these businesses, because they all play a role.
Absolutely.
And they're all part of it.
And they're all big parts of the community.
Yeah, we're all neighbors together, and it's just great to see the strength and resilience of this community, and to have such a good time here tonight.
Amazing. So there is Rona now here. They have people actually playing drums, or what are they doing?
Yeah, that's the float I want to be on.
Yeah, I want to go there. That's the party float.
I mean, you guys are great to hang out with, but that's where I want to be, just rocking out. Maybe they're going to play Tavern on Main later. I'll have to head over and say hi to some folks. So great to see them out.
Yeah, so we have Fort McMurray Research and Rescue Society. They're trained volunteers in the organization, so volunteer again. And they're helping the RCMP and emergency services with all of the ground rescue. They have ATVs, snowmobiles, and they go by foot, helicopter, and boat. That's amazing. Amazing volunteer organization.
Well, and here's Lafarge.
They're there.
I think we're about halfway through. I'm getting a rumor. I got a bug in my ear. Must be Craig Momney feeding me some information from the street. Santa Claus might be here. We're hearing rumors that he might make an appearance.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I don't know. I see some kids getting excited here, so. I think we might have a candidate right here with Lafarge. That's going to be a candidate for best float in the parade. Looking very sharp.
Yeah.
You know, I give them a solid 10 out of 10. So.
Look, they have 3 trucks. There's 3 trucks. And what is that? The cement mixer? Is that what they call it? Cement mixer.
Well, this is inland.
Fort Mac Fight Back.
So this is inland. They've got a great float as well. But you might know them from when you're going up Confed, when you go up Confederation Way. They always have a great Christmas lights display and every year, right?
You're right.
They've got great community
spirit. They know what they're doing.
And I promised Tire and Alt, who's
the tires have lights on them. How does that even work?
It looks amazing.
It looks amazing.
So I said Lafarge might have the top float, but
I don't know.
inland looking pretty good, and they have such.
They have kids walking with them. It's a hockey team. Come on, that's cute. Kids are cute.
So there's the Salvation Army We all know them. They do so much in the community right down here, downtown, just across from City Hall and McDonald Avenue. I think McDonald Avenue, McDonald Street. I don't really remember. I just call it McDonald.
Avenue.
But, they... Here again, I hate to go back to it.
It's vital
Regional
part of the
Emergency
community.
Operations Center. It was the Salvation Army that fed our first responders. They came back with us, and they were there every step of the way, and kept us fed during some tough weeks there for the community. And they do a lot, and make sure this year that you're giving. So whether it's to the Salvation Army, whether it's to the Wood Buffalo Food Bank, Santa's Anonymous, whatever,
There's so many.
the Center of Hope, so whatever charity of your choice it is, there's plenty of organizations that you can support, plenty of people that need support. Let's make sure that we're getting out there and supporting our neighbors and our families and our friends. They need it this year more than ever, and we need to be there for them.
Oh my gosh, it's the Grinch.
Is the
Did he
Grinch
steal
here?
it? Oh my gosh. And it's the Fort McMurray Chess Club. Wow, that's a really awesome float.
Yeah, they're doing well. It seems like we're getting stronger as we go along. It's amazing to see the amount of work that goes in. And, we want to thank all the companies and businesses that put such effort into the float to make it such a special event.
It's fun for the kids, it's our community and stuff, but the kids just have a blast. I know mine is in the crowd somewhere today, and I know she was really excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so they love to see this because, you have to drive around and look. I don't know if you do this, but you drive around and look at all the Christmas decorations. So it's nice to hear. It's like parading in front of you, literally.
Well, that's just that was a big part of my childhood growing up around Christmas time. My dad would always take us around and look at all the different lights. And there they are, the Fort McMurray Monarchs, national champions. I don't know if anyone was watching the Grey Cup. I know I was, and there was a huge segment about them. They won the national championship this year. They defeated the GTA All-Stars at Shell Place. Great night for our community. And it's great to see them. They've only been around, I think, for about 3 years, so to already win a national championship.
That's amazing.
It was a great night. I was there. It was at Shell Place. It was just great to see, and a great year for them. And we're just, they're all guys. A lot of them work in the community and big part of our neighborhoods.
And Olaf, of course, he's become a staple since Frozen came out. Oh, that was so cute. Oh.
Well, what a blast we're having here, and it's amazing. This many floats. This is obviously the biggest Santa Claus parade we've ever had.
It's amazing.
In Fort McMurray. And the other thing that happened. Sorry, go ahead, Barb.
Well, they had the 65. You had 65 people floats come in, but you have businesses that have 3 or 4 floats, right?
Absolutely. So it's exactly. We started talking about one of these great companies, and they got 4 or 5 cars. We ran out of things to say about them.
Yeah.
And another thing great that happened this year, the municipality actually worked with our rural communities across the region and brought a lot of people to Fort McMurray, so they're able to bring them in for the parade, because we need to remember that we are a regional community. This is a parade in Fort McMurray, but we are Wood Buffalo, and it was great to see a lot of them join us. And anytime that we have the opportunity to be together around Christmas, I think that's good. And it was great to shake hands and say hi, and they got some hot chocolate, enjoyed the lights of Christmas, and here they are at the parade. So welcome to Fort McMurray. We're happy to have you, and we'll be able to.
We're one big community.
We're one big community. We're one
tonight.
big region.
Yeah.
Whether it's industry, whether it's our indigenous communities throughout the region.
I would like
we're one
to.
family.
Absolutely, and we are on Treaty 8 territory right now, so that's amazing. They have music. I'm dancing.
Well, that brings back to Home Alone, rocking around the Christmas tree. So, Barb, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
There's lightsabers. I'm sorry. My favorite Elf, of course, Elf.
Is it Elf?
It's not Elf, but my favorite movie, yes, is Elf.
Really?
There's lightsabers. Okay, this is my favorite. It's lightsabers, and it has R2D2 looking thing.
Yeah, I made a huge mistake earlier saying that the every float is amazing, right? I do not want to be the judges that have to pick the top float in this parade, because
Is that a thing? They have their.
I think so.
That'd be awesome.
And what a great turnout! Just to see so many people come out along Franklin Avenue.
It goes from Rydell to Morrison.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's people lined up here. There's crowds everywhere. So and that's all the way down, all throughout the central part of our community.
Yeah, they're estimating over 5,000 spectators this year. So It's great to see that many people come out, support their neighbors, and celebrate community. Really, as we kick off the holiday season and say Merry Christmas to each other. And great to do it when it's only -1. I'll say that again, because we've done this in -35, and
I couldn't imagine.
This is it's much more comfortable.
The amount of effort that they put into some of these floats is amazing. They built that. That's wood.
I think that's literally someone's house. That's an amazing float. Like, you can literally live in that
And they
house.
have ho 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 written on it. Oh, that's so cute.
I'm gonna find out later if it's actually made of gingerbread. It might be a little awkward for the shot crew, but.
They should get a.
Oh, what's that? I'm getting. Sorry, Barb. I'm getting. Oh, Craig has already taken a bite of it. Okay, so Craig, thank you. Craig can confirm that it is real gingerbread, and he's in fact having a snack at that float's expense.
Shell Albion Sands, amazing company. Great, always supporting the community. I always see them out at different events. I mean, and I know they had a lot of support during the wildfire, did they not?
Big time. You know, they were with us right in the Regional Emergency Operations Center. Personally, it was Shell Albion Sands that flew me from Edmonton on May 4th, back north of town, through the fire, right into the Regional Emergency Operations Center. So, you know, if not for our industry partners, if not for companies like Shell, Syncrude, Suncor, we can go on down the list, we wouldn't be here. And they're huge community supporters, and we look forward to doing more in the future. Well, there's Syncrude in the community since 1964, and we all know someone that works for Syncrude, and incredible contributors to our community and quality of life, and huge employer in the region. And,
Bright lights, oh my goodness.
yeah, Syncrude says, hey, we might be behind Shell in the parade, but we're not going to be outdone tonight. So I know they got a friendly rivalry, and I don't know, actually, I know that it was great to see the annual hockey game against Suncor take place again at Casman Center. Also great to see our Fort McMurray Oil Barons having such a great season. I know they play tonight. I know that people will be watching this all week on Shaw, but we're back in first place there for a bit, so great to see them back at the top of the standings where they belong, and a huge shout out to everyone involved. You know, Terry Connors at the Casman Center, they do a great job, and go Barons. No, it's not.
You don't see him?
He is not here.
Is he here? Did he come all the way? He came all the way to Fort McMurray, to Wood Buffalo.
And there he is, everyone. The man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Santa Claus. It's great to see him.
Hi, Santa.
I'm just going to run over. I got my Christmas list in my pocket for him.
You brought yours? I brought
Yeah,
mine
I'm just
too.
going to run over and tell him what I want this year.
He already knows. I wrote him a few letters, too. I keep him informed, you know.
But man, he's looking good. He's looking healthy. You know, he's got a big year ahead of him. And it's great. You know what? It's really great that he's here. We're the most giving community in the country. And so to have Santa come down the road on Franklin Avenue, he's right at home in Wood Buffalo and Fort McMurray. Hi, Santa.
Hi, Santa. There's Rudolph, too. There's Rudolph. Do you see Rudolph?
Rudolph's out front.
I don't know if you see him.
I do. I think.
him out?
No, I'll have to take your word for it. I have a red nose because I'm outside.
Hi, Santa.
Well, we just saw him. He made it again this year. Santa Claus, thanks for joining us. And it was another wonderful Santa Claus parade here in downtown Fort McMurray. So happy you could join us on Shaw TV, Fort McMurray Channel 10. The biggest one we've ever had, Barb. You know, 65 floats. The best one, the biggest. We had the biggest Canada Day parade, the biggest Santa Claus parade. Just shows the incredible big spirit, strength, and resilience of this community as we gather together and celebrate the holidays. How'd you do tonight?
Oh man, well, I'm a little cold, but I'm thankful that it's only like -1 here tonight. So, but I loved it. It was amazing just seeing everybody. I mean, it cleared out fast. It's clearing out fast, but I mean, there's so many people that came out, and I loved the lights. I always like to see the twinkling lights. Million twinkles.
It was just incredible energy tonight. You know, you always expect that in Fort McMurray, but I think this year more than ever, we needed to have that, and it certainly was a big part of what we saw. So on behalf of everybody at Shaw TV Fort McMurray, we hope you have a happy holidays, a safe New Year, and Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
All right.
Merry Christmas. Hello there. This one's for you. Merry Christmas.